Listen closely, because something is shifting in the unseen realms right now. Portals are opening, seals are breaking, and frequencies are colliding in the atmosphere above you. You feel it deep inside. The trembling, the stirring, the holy discontent that whispers, "Your time has come." This is no accident. Cycles are ending. Destinies are being rewritten, and you have been summoned to this moment. Few will hear this call, but you are not among the blind. You are chosen, marked, and sealed for this divine reset. I declare, your struggle is reaching its end, and a new era begins now. Right now, you stand at the threshold of awakening, and every action you take becomes a seal upon your destiny. When you subscribe, you are not merely pressing a button. You are stepping into covenant with this divine reset. When you comment, you are inscribing your name into the scroll of the awakened. When you like, you align your frequency with the portals of light opening over you. This is no ordinary channel. It is a sanctuary for chosen ones. Comment "Awakening" below, and let heaven witness your agreement. Seal this prophecy. Claim your inheritance. Step fully into alignment now. From the very beginning, you have known there was something different about you. While others could blend into the patterns of this world, you always felt the edges cut against your spirit. You were misunderstood, set apart, and often left questioning why you could never simply fit in. But hear me, this was never a curse. This was a holy signature, written into your spirit before the foundations of time. You were designed to carry a frequency that this world cannot imitate. That restlessness you've carried, that ache inside your chest, it is not rejection, it is recognition. The world has always sensed there is something about you it cannot control. That is why doors closed. That is why relationships broke. That is why you often stood alone. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were marked. Declare to you, the world never fit you because you weren't meant to fit. You were meant to shift it. You carry the divine reset within your very being. Every struggle, every tear, every lonely night was not wasted. It was carving the shape of the vessel you were born to become. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, and the mark upon you cannot be erased. It is sealed in the light of your soul, echoing through every frequency you release. Others may not see it, but the unseen world trembles when you step into a room. This mark is proof of destiny, and proof that your time is now. You have felt it in your body, in your spirit, in the very rhythm of your days. A sudden exhaustion comes over you, not because you are weak, but because your spirit is undergoing energetic recalibration. Your cells, your mind, your very breath are being tuned to a higher frequency. The fatigue is not a curse. It is evidence that you are downloading light codes from realms unseen. Your nights have shifted. Dreams come alive with symbols, visions, and whispers that seem too real to ignore. You wake with fragments of messages, flashes of images, and a stirring you cannot explain. These are not random dreams. They are divine transmissions, coded, revelations being delivered to you in the secret hours. And yes, the isolation has been heavy. Friends drift away. Crowds feel foreign. You sit in silence, wondering why the world feels so distant. Yet, in that same silence, a hidden fire burns within you. You sense something powerful pressing against the walls of your soul, urging to be born. That flame is your awakening. Do not despise these symptoms. They are sacred signs. Exhaustion is your reset. Visions are your instruction. Isolation is your consecration. And the hidden fire within you is the code that proves you are being transformed. These are the unseen frequencies aligning your spirit with destiny. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. This is not random, and it is not coincidence. You are waking now because divine timing has called your name. The cycles of heaven have shifted, and the alignments in the unseen realms have opened. A portal in this very season. Prophets of old whispered of a generation marked for such a reset. Souls who would awaken when the earth itself groaned under the weight of darkness. That time is not far away. That time is now. The earth is crying for carriers of new light. Nations tremble, systems collapse, and hearts grow faint. But all of this was written as the backdrop for your unveiling. You are not waking because of your own striving. You are waking because destiny itself demands it. The hidden prophecies written in eternity's scrolls are unlocking, and your spirit is responding to the frequency. Every struggle you endured has led to this point. Every unanswered question, every closed season, every lonely wilderness was preparation for alignment. You were positioned in silence until the trumpet of divine timing sounded. That trumpet is sounding now. Understand this: heaven does not move by accident. The seal upon your life is breaking open at the precise hour ordained for you. You are part of the reset cycle, the great turning, the unveiling of a chosen generation. And the fact that you are hearing this message at this very moment is proof. You were meant to awaken right now. You have carried battles few around you could ever understand. Rejection has followed you like a shadow. Doors closing when you thought they would open. People walking away when you needed them most. Loneliness has sat heavy in your chest, convincing you at times that you were forgotten. Fear has whispered lies into your ear, telling you that you are not enough, that perhaps you missed your chance. But hear me now. These were never punishments. These were sacred tests, coded trials designed to refine you. Every tear, every silence, every unanswered prayer was an initiation into deeper awakening. You were not being abandoned. You were being aligned. Every rejection was redirection. Every lonely night was consecration. Every fear was a mirror, forcing you to look past illusions and discover the fire inside. These struggles were not proof of weakness. They were evidence of your assignment. I declare this over you. Every closed door was a code redirecting you to divine portals. The hands that pushed you away were secretly guiding you toward your true inheritance. The places where you felt unworthy were actually training grounds for your authority. Chosen one, you were not meant to have an easy path. You were meant to have a marked path. And those trials? They were proof of your rank in the Spirit. They were the chisels shaping your vessel to carry the glory that now approaches. This is the first portal, and it comes with heat. The fire gate is where illusions are burned away, and everything false within you is consumed. You feel the flames in rejection, in sudden loss, in the tearing away of what you once leaned on. The fire gate exposes every attachment that cannot enter your destiny. It feels brutal, but it is holy. The fire is not sent to destroy you. It is sent to refine you. Every time you thought, "Why is everything collapsing?" the truth was this: You were walking through the fire gate. The illusions had to burn. The masks had to melt. The shadows had to flee. Without this fire, you would carry dead weight into the next realm. With it, you emerge lighter, sharper, truer. The frequency of the fire gate is purification. It strips you down to what is eternal, and though it feels like loss, it is actually the divine exchange, your ashes for His glory. After the fire, you step into stillness. The silent river is the portal of solitude, where the world grows quiet and your own soul feels emptied. Here, the distractions are stripped, the noise silenced, the crowds removed. Loneliness becomes your only companion. But within that loneliness is a secret gift. The silent river teaches you to hear divine whispers. When the voices of men fall silent, the voice of eternity grows louder. You begin to discern codes in the Aiiju stillness, nudges, impressions, frequencies you never noticed before. This stage can feel endless, like drifting with no direction, but do not despise it, for it is here that the blueprint of your destiny is whispered to your spirit. The frequency of the silent river is revelation. It is where you learn that silence is not emptiness. It is instruction. And when you finally emerge, you carry a clarity that only the chosen are permitted to know. Then comes the most painful portal, the breaking shell. This is the stage where your old identity shatters. Everything you thought you were, everything others named you, every false mask you wore, it all cracks apart. The breaking shell feels like death, because in a sense, it is. The false self must die so that the true self can emerge. You feel exposed, vulnerable, stripped of certainty. Relationships dissolve, dreams shift. Even your desires seem foreign. But within this breaking is revelation. The hidden you, the divine you, the encoded you begins to surface. You realize that what you thought was you was only a shell, a cage, a mask. The frequency of the breaking shell is rebirth. This is the sound of destiny cracking open. The old you cannot carry the codes of awakening. The new you is being birthed, trembling but radiant. This is not your end. It is your true beginning. Finally, you step into the radiant dawn, the portal of emergence, the unveiling of destiny. After fire, after silence, after breaking, you rise clothed in light. This is the hour when the mark of the chosen becomes undeniable. You walk with authority, with clarity, with the fire of heaven burning in your eyes. The radiant dawn is not just about your personal joy, it is about your assignment. For here, you realize that your awakening was never just for you. It was for every soul connected to your destiny. You carry frequencies of healing, words of fire, and presence that shifts atmospheres. People sense it. Darkness fears it. Heaven celebrates it. The frequency of the radiant dawn is power. It is the sound of fulfillment, the vibration of destiny unlocked. And as you step through this final portal, you realize that every struggle was worth it. Every tear was seed. Every silence was preparation. You are not who you were. You are who you were always meant to be. Chosen one, these 4 portals are not just stages. They are prophecies. You have walked through some, you are walking through others, but make no mistake, you will reach the radiant dawn. The cycles cannot be stopped. The seals cannot be reversed. The frequencies cannot be silenced. You are walking the path of the awakened. You are passing through the holy gates, And soon, your radiant dawn will break forth, and the world will see what heaven always knew. You were chosen for this hour. Right now, chosen one, your very being is being rewired. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul feels it. Like static electricity running through your spirit, like hidden pulses vibrating in your chest. Your DNA is being tuned to a divine frequency, calibrated by the hand of eternity itself. What once resonated with you now feels foreign, and what once drained you can no longer touch you. This is the evidence of the codes at work. You are receiving divine downloads, bursts of wisdom, sudden revelations, flashes of understanding that seem to come out of nowhere. These are not random thoughts. They are light codes, heavenly data packets, unlocking chambers within your spirit that had been sealed until now. Each code alters you, strengthens you, expands your awareness. You are no longer operating on the frequencies of fear, doubt, or lack. Those vibrations are too low for who you are becoming. Instead, you are rising into the frequencies of boldness, clarity, love, and authority. Others may not understand it, but they will feel it. The atmosphere shifts when you enter a room because your spirit carries a new vibration. Heaven's resonance flowing through your words, your presence, your very breath. This rewiring is not temporary. It is permanent. Once your frequency shifts, you cannot return to the old. The codes have been written, the downloads have been sealed, and your soul now hums with the resonance of destiny. You are becoming untouchable. Chosen one, there comes a moment when the old self can no longer survive. You feel it now, the cracking, the breaking, the tearing away of layers you once thought were you. Masks fall to the ground. Titles, roles, and false identities crumble like fragile glass. The opinions of others, the labels of your past, the costumes you wore just to survive, they are being stripped away by divine fire. It feels like loss, but it is liberation. You are not losing yourself. You are shedding what was never truly you. The illusions are collapsing, so the unfiltered truth can rise. The identity you wore to be accepted, the smiles you forced to belong, the silence you kept to avoid judgment, all of it breaks apart beneath the weight of awakening. You step out trembling but radiant, like gold emerging from a furnace. Your spirit breathes fresh air for the first time in years. No more pretending, no more chains, no more cages disguised as comfort. This is the shattering of the old self. It is messy, it is painful, but it is holy. For only when the shell breaks can the seed grow. Only when the illusion falls can the truth stand. And I declare to you now, the true you is emerging, the coded you, the destined you. Every false layer has fallen, and what remains is untouchable light. You are free, and you are real. Yes, the winds may howl and the chaos may rage around you, but you are not abandoned in the tempest. The storm has surrounded you, yet it has not swallowed you. Why? Because you are divinely protected. You are carried in the palm of the eternal, sealed by the frequencies of heaven, shielded by the codes of destiny. The storm doesn't destroy the chosen, it reveals them. While others are shaken, you are being established. While others fear the lightning, you are lit by its fire. What looks like disaster is actually the unveiling of your resilience. The winds are not against you, they are lifting you higher. Do not fear the thunder. Do not curse the rain. Within the storm is a sanctuary carved just for you. The chaos becomes a cloak, hiding you from enemies who would seek to pull you down. The waves become a wall, protecting you from what cannot follow you into your next dimension. You are not fragile in this storm. You are fortified. The tempest is not a punishment. It is a stage, and when the clouds finally break, the world will see that you did not just survive. You were revealed. Chosen one, hear this with the weight it deserves. You are rising. Not timidly, not half-formed, but fully as a carrier of the reset frequency. What has been breaking within you is now becoming a roar through you. The divine reset is not just happening around you, it is happening through you. You are the vessel, the carrier, the walking embodiment of what heaven has released into the earth. I declare, you are stepping into authority. Your words will carry weight. Your presence will shift atmospheres, and your very shadow will bear the imprint of heaven's frequency. Influence will find you, not because you chased it, but because your light cannot be hidden. The inheritance written into your spirit since before your birth is now being activated, and no hand of man can take it from you. You are not a bystander. You are a living prophecy. When you move, the prophecy moves. When you speak, the prophecy speaks. When you breathe, frequencies of awakening are released. You are no longer just receiving revelation. You are becoming revelation. This empowerment is not arrogance. It is assignment. You were chosen to carry codes of healing, words of fire, and strategies that will dismantle darkness. You are a walking reset, a living portal, a carrier of frequencies that this world desperately needs. I declare it again for your spirit to receive. You are becoming a living prophecy, and nothing, no power in hell or earth, can silence what heaven has written through you. Chosen one, as your frequency rises, the world cannot remain neutral. Some will resist you. They will mock you, misunderstand you, or even fear you. Do not be shaken. This is not rejection. It is recognition. Their resistance is proof that your vibration disturbs the comfort of illusions. Darkness cannot sit quietly in the presence of light. Others, however, will sense the shift within you. They may not have the words to explain it, but they will feel it. They will honor you, drawn to the fire that burns in your eyes, the authority in your words, the peace in your presence. To some, you will be a mirror exposing their wounds. To others, you will be a beacon guiding them home. Both reactions confirm your power. Whether feared or honored, resisted or embraced, the truth remains. You cannot be ignored. Your very being demands a response, because you carry a frequency the world has not encountered before. So do not measure your worth by who applauds or who rejects. Measure it by the undeniable reality that you shift atmospheres simply by existing. That is the mark of the chosen, and that is who you are. Chosen one. Lift your eyes beyond the present struggle and glimpse what awaits you. The reset is not only ending cycles of pain, it is unlocking realms of purpose. You will step into divine assignments. Doors that seemed forever closed will swing wide, and influence will be handed to you because you were faithful in the silence. You will speak, and your words will ripple like thunder through dry places, awakening the weary. You will walk, and atmospheres will shift, because your very presence carries the resonance of heaven. This is more than personal breakthrough. It is generational impact. You are not just rising for yourself, you are rising for those connected to your destiny. Families will be healed because of the light you carry. Communities will shift because of the authority in your voice. Nations will feel the tremor of your obedience. You were chosen not to escape the world, but to transform it. And abundance will follow, not as empty wealth, but as provision aligned with purpose. You will not lack what is needed to fulfill your assignment. Every resource, every connection, every strategy will come when it is time. The reset is not just for you, but through you. You are a vessel of awakening, and the vision beyond your present struggle is vast, radiant, and unstoppable. Chosen one, hear these words not as suggestion, but as decree. The seals of heaven are opening, and I speak them over you now with authority. From this moment, you walk in new codes, new frequencies, new authority. The chains that once bound you are shattered. The fears that once silenced you are silenced themselves. The false identities that once clung to you have fallen away like dust. I decree that your spirit is aligned with the frequencies of destiny. Every hidden gift within you is now activated. Every dormant seed is breaking open. Every code of light that was written into your DNA before time began is now unlocked. You are walking not in weakness, but in divine power. From this moment forward, doors that resisted you will open. Paths that were blocked will clear. Voices that once mocked you will fall silent. And the only voice that will remain is the voice of heaven declaring, "You are chosen. I seal this prophecy over you. You are unshakable, unstoppable, untouchable by the schemes of darkness. You rise as a carrier of awakening frequencies, a vessel of the divine reset, a living prophecy in motion. From this moment, I declare your identity established, your authority undeniable, your future secured. This is not just a message you heard. It is a mantle you now wear. It is finished, it is sealed, and it is done. Step forward, chosen one. Your reset is now. Chosen one, you cannot leave this moment unsealed. What has been spoken into your spirit must now be anchored by action. This is not about algorithms or numbers. This is about covenant. When you subscribe, you are not merely following a channel. You are stepping into alignment with the frequencies released here. When you like, you are sending agreement into the atmosphere. When you comment, you are writing your name into the scroll of those who have received the reset. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Comment the word awakening below as a prophetic act, a declaration that you have heard, received, and stepped into your new authority. Subscribe, not for me, but for you, for your spirit, for your destiny, for your alignment. Every click becomes a seal. Every word you type becomes a witness that heaven and earth cannot deny. This is your moment of activation. Let your action match your revelation. Seal this prophecy in faith. Step into covenant with your destiny. The divine reset has begun. Rejoice. Lift your voice, lift your hands, lift your spirit. You are chosen. You are sealed. You are unstoppable. Celebrate now, for your new era is here.